The brutal and disturbing details of the Kristin Smart case will leave you chilled to the bone. Today in this video, we will be talking about the most horrifying case in history, which will make each of us shocked. The case of Kristin Smart is one of the most haunting and disturbing mysteries in American history. Kristin, a 19-year-old student at California Polytechnic State University, disappeared without a trace in 1996, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and heartbreak for her family and loved ones. For over 2 decades, her disappearance remained a cold case, until a recent breakthrough led to the arrest of a suspect in 2020. What followed was a shocking and terrifying revelation of what happened to Kristin and the sinister motives of those involved. This is the story of the most terrifying solved cold case of Kristin Smart. The last place where Kristin Smart was seen alive was on the campus of Cal Poly University on May 25. She was seen leaving the party with Paul Flores, a fellow Cal Poly student who lived in a nearby dorm. Paul Flores was the last person to see Kristin Smart, and he became the primary suspect in her disappearance. What do you think? Where has Flores may have gone? Does Paul Flores have any further connection with Kristin Smart? Comment below. Do you know that Kristin Smart's disappearance was initially reported by her roommate on May 28, 1996, after she failed to return to their dormitory at California Polytechnic State University, Cal Poly, in San Luis Obispo. Moreover, the university police department began an investigation and contacted the local sheriff's office, but no evidence leads were found. The investigation quickly focused on Paul Flores, who initially told police that he had walked Smart back to her dormitory after the party and left her there. However, his story changed several times, and he soon became the prime suspect in the case. One of the first statements made by Paul Flores during the investigation was that he had walked Kristin Smart back to her dormitory after a party. However, this statement was later found to be false when witnesses reported seeing Kristin walking alone toward her dormitory. Another statement made by Paul Flores was that he had never been alone with Kristin Smart. However, several witnesses reported seeing Paul Flores and Kristin Smart alone together on the night she disappeared. Additionally, evidence found in Paul Flores' dorm room suggested that he may have had sexual contact with Kristin Smart. When asked about the evidence found in his dorm room, Paul Flores stated that he had consensual sex with Kristin Smart. However, he later recanted this statement and claimed that he had never had sex with her. During the investigation, Paul Flores also made several contradictory statements about his whereabouts on the night Kristin disappeared. Initially, he claimed to have gone to bed early, but later admitted to going out with friends. He also gave different accounts of where he went and who he was with that night. Another statement made by Paul Flores that raised suspicion was his claim that he had never been to the location where Kristin Smart's remains were eventually found. However, evidence was later found indicating that he had been in the area. Pretty insane, right? Despite multiple searches of the area, including a search of Flores' dorm room and the surrounding campus, no trace of Smart was found. Flores was arrested and charged with murder in 2002, but the charges were later dropped due to lack of evidence. Do you know what is more shocking? In 2019, the case was reopened by the San Luis Obispo County Sheriff's Office, and a search was conducted at Flores' home. The search turned up new evidence, including items that were potentially linked to Smart's disappearance. The evidence included DNA evidence and items believed to belong to Kristin, including a pair of earrings and a section of her clothing. In April 2021, Paul Flores was arrested and charged with murder, and his father, Ruben Flores, was charged with being an accessory to the crime. The evidence included items that were potentially linked to Smart's disappearance, such as electronic devices, hard drives, and other electronic media. In addition, investigators found traces of blood on a concrete slab and in Flores' home. Further analysis is currently underway to determine if this evidence will bring justice to Smart and her family. Furthermore, the investigation into Smart's disappearance has been marked by controversy and criticism of the initial police response. Some have argued that the police did not take the case seriously enough at the time and failed to properly investigate Flores as a suspect. Viewers, do you agree with this point? Comment below with your thoughts. The case has also brought attention to the issue of violence against women on college campuses and the importance of campus safety measures. The case of Kristin Smart's disappearance has captured the attention of the public and has been the subject of numerous articles, podcasts, and documentaries. The case is notable for its long investigation period and the persistence of law enforcement and the public in seeking justice for Kristin. In conclusion, the disappearance of Kristin Smart is a tragic case that has remained unsolved for more than 20 years.